You all right, babe?
The door was locked in the room. Yeah. And...
Okay, can you sit right here for me?
Yes.
Is anybody in there?
No. My sisters are inside right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And we got my mommy. The eggs were burning and she's in there. Yeah.
Okay, y'all come in here. Come right here.
No, I don't want to go.
Come here. Stay in here. Stay in here. 254 City.
The woman has a single bullet wound to the right side of her head and appears to have been dead for some time. Yet the male caller is nowhere to be found. But then the officer remembers there are still 4 young girls nearby who have just lost their mother.
Come here. Come here.
We're all alone.
Come help me. Come help me. Do you know these children?
Yes, they're our neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, like Maddie.
You got parents here?
Yes.
Huh? Can you take them to a secure place for me? Was there anybody else here, baby?
I don't think so. I don't know.
In an unimaginable act of courage, the eldest daughter guides her younger siblings to safety, leading them to the neighbor's house. The neighbor bravely takes in the 4 traumatized children, who would later turn out to be instrumental to the investigation. Officers head back inside to try to locate the caller, completely unaware that he's the one who pulled the trigger.
Is there one victim or 2?
I'm at Northridge.
City, do I have one victim or 2? So we need to clear the rest of the house. I'm under the impression there was a male here too.
Okay.
City police!
Hey, city police! Go right.
Police department! Quick! See, when Gladys was on the phone with him, I was under the impression there was a male subject that had been shot.
Look out in the backyard.
Check the backyard.
Check that out. What's that? I smell.
The eggs were burning.
Oh, they cook? Oh, okay.
Where's she at? She's in that bathroom.
Oh, hell.
Everything else clear? Everything else is clear.
Officers find no one else inside, leaving them still in the dark about who the caller really is. They'd further look into the victim's injuries and quickly realize there was almost no imminent struggle, leaving officers questioning whether the injuries may have been self-inflicted. But before anything else, they still need to identify the victim, and this is when the officer would make a devastating discovery, one that would turn this into a far more personal case.
I didn't want to wait till you got here before I started trying to find an ID or anything.
Let me...
Hey, you want to turn the stove off?
Yes.
Ashley Fish.
Nobody else. You said kids were in the house? Or another kid?
They're across the street. Okay. Ashley Fish. I'm assuming young based off of what I'm seeing here.
I just go with her.
Did you?
Yeah.
So she's from East Warburg?
Yeah. And moved away.
She any kin to Josh Fish?
No, I don't think so.
She's your age though, or?
Yeah. We graduated together, so we're about the same.
Lead Detective Cooley immediately recognizes the name, 28-year-old Ashley Fish. He knew Ashley as a DeRitter local, someone who married her high school sweetheart and had only recently moved back to Louisiana from Texas. Determined to find answers and uncover who murdered his friend, he turns to the neighbors for more information. Meanwhile, other officers begin reviewing neighborhood CCTV footage, searching for anyone who may have been at the house besides Ashley and the children. And they're about to discover that someone else was indeed inside. Someone who is already on the run.
Detective Cooley, Clark Sheriff's Office. Hey, jump around. Nice to meet you, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all mind if I ask you a couple questions? Yeah, you can ask me anything, but I really didn't see anything. The only one that saw anything is my son. Your son, the one that was mowing? He was mowing out here. What's your buddy? Detective Cooley. Nice to meet you. Heard you kind of saw some stuff, just a little bit. Not much, but you've seen some, something happen next door?
Well, I was just mowing the lawn, and then I saw, like the car of the whatever leave.
Lining up with what the boys saw, another neighbor offers ring camera footage showing a black truck leaving Ashley's house just minutes before the 911 call. Desperate to learn who was driving that truck, officers turn to the next neighbor, unaware they're about to speak with the victim's best friend and is someone who knows exactly who the driver is.
What's that?
The girls are at my house. Can you tell us what's going on?
It's not good.
Is she alive?
No, she's not.
Was she shot?
Yes.
She was out here earlier when about 5 o'clock or so. I saw her out here. Everything seemed fine. There was a truck. She has a significant other. She's going through a divorce, and they're legally separated. But he was here. The black truck was here.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think he shot her?
Well, I can't tell you a whole lot.
I got it.
So as long as the
don't
children
know.
are safe with you for now, we'll take care of it from
As
there.
far as I know, her. Gosh, I'm assuming that it was Tyler was the person that was here. I don't know if that was his truck. He usually drives a black truck. And then her husband's name is John Fish.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Matthew?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you go by Matt?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
My name is Don Wolke. Okay, this is Lindsay.
Hey, how we doing?
Is your wife sleeping, or
Yeah,
and you got a little girl, right?
Yeah.
We want to talk to you about some incident that's happened in the area, and we want to see if you have a little bit of time.
Sure.
Okay. I don't want to bother your house, like as far as like waking anybody up. Do you mind if we talk to you in the Tahoe?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and come on over here. It shouldn't take that long.
Okay.
We'll have you sit up front here.
You comfortable? Okay. You're not in trouble, okay? You're not under arrest. You don't have to talk to us. You're free to go at any time, okay? But there's a few things that we want to talk to you about. We're kind of like on a fact-finding mission, okay? Just to kind of give you an idea, and I do have to record this just because I have a bad memory, and then whatever you tell us, I want to make sure that I document it appropriately, properly, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you a business card if you need it later or anything like that.
Here's my ID if you needed to see it as well.
Thank you, sir.
So kind of give you a brief idea. Before I go into that, is this your girlfriend or your wife?
My wife.
Okay.
Yeah, we're married.
Okay, and her name is Ashley.
Ashley Sawyer.
Okay.
She hasn't changed her name yet.
Okay. And your little girl?
Hayden. Yes.
And how old is she?
She's gonna be 2 soon.
Okay. Anybody else lives in the house or anything?
No.
You guys have internet here?
Yes.
Comcast, CenturyLink,
Verizon.
Verizon. Okay. I take it you have Verizon phones?
Yes, sir.
What kind of Apple, Androids? Androids for both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kind of give you a brief idea, because I'm kind of like one of those straight shooters. I don't like wasting time. I don't like beating around the bush. I just kind of go straight to why we're here. Okay. A little bit complicated for me. I work for the sheriff's office. Okay. However, I'm loaned out to the FBI.
Okay.
Okay. So I go to work every day down in Fort Myers. We have an FBI office. He's major crimes. Okay. So he kind of deals with a lot of different things, homicides, robberies, investigations, the whole 9 yards. I have a primary focus. Do you know what that primary focus might be?
No, sir.
My primary focus is child education. What do you think child education means to you?
I'm not sure.
Child education is basically exploiting children.
Okay.
Child is one of them. Okay. We know that there's some activity going on here because I've got numerous tips.
Okay.
Okay. And we want to make sure that if this is something that you're doing in the privacy of your own home, then that's one thing versus you going out in parks. And I'm not trying to insult you. I also want to make sure that your daughter is okay.
Absolutely. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Is this something that you're doing in the privacy of your own home versus you going out looking for kids on the streets?
Oh, my God, never. No,
So-
I would never do that.
So this is just something that you're doing in the privacy of your own home?
I'm not even looking at anything. All I'm doing is going on to a website called Omegle or something like that. That's all that I really do. I don't look for children or anything like that.
But everything that's being reported, because all of your content is being uploaded into the Verizon cloud, they reported numerous files of child. So that's why we're here, is to kind of talk about it and to see if this, Omegle, I can tell you right now, because I've been doing this for 7 years now, Omegle is a hot site for child. I can tell you that right now.
I know for a fact that it's been on there and stuff like that, but I don't do that any kind of stuff. I would never, ever go after any child. That's disgusting, especially with my little girl in there. There's no way.
Would you allow me to look through your phone?
I don't have any reason for you to look through my phone. I don't have my phone on me. But no, sir, I don't do any of that stuff.
Okay. So this is where we need to really be truthful. And I can pull out different things. Can you help me with my laptop?
Yes, sir.
So far, I have 4 tips from you. Okay. I will tell you that right now.
Okay.
This right here, and I really don't want to sit here and have to show you, is that where it says MP4. In that tip alone, that's how many videos of child was uploaded into the cloud. Does that make sense? This is the second one. Whoop, you have to see that, sorry, but it is what it is because it's in your account. These files are in your account, and these are children. We've already confirmed, you just told me that that's your telephone number, right?
Yes, sir.
And these are files that are being uploaded into Verizon Cloud, and then there's your name. We know that it's you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's there. And that's only 1 tip out of 4. I can go through each tip. That's 8 minus the PDF, so that's 7 in that one. In this tip, there's 3 more. In the tip number 4, which is my newest, you had 1. So that's how many is being uploaded into the cloud. And again, if this is something that you're doing here and nothing else, then so be it. We just need to talk about it. We need to make sure that, when I go back to the office and my supervisor says, okay, how was it? How did it go? I can say, hey, he was truthful with me. He stumbled across it. It was an accident, whatever it might be. But if you don't talk to me and be honest with me, I can only assume that what is on your phone is going to be on your phone is going to be consistent with what I have right now. I've been doing this way, way too long. Okay. If this is something that, we call it kind of like falling down a rabbit hole, like people just cannot believe that child even exists. And then they open it and they see it and they're like, and then they say, I can't believe this is really out there. There's no way. And then they look at it more, and then they look at it more, and then you're like, and then, that's one thing. If it's another thing where it's like, I've had people say, hey, you know what? I do. I like it. I'm to it. It's something that turns me on. It's the only thing that turns me on. And that's one, we don't know where you stand. But without you sitting there saying, it's not me, I don't know what you're talking about, doing it way too long.
No, I completely understand. So I will be honest with you, I was on that Omegle site for quite some time because my wife and I, after the baby, we didn't communicate well or do anything.
I've been there, dude. I have 3 boys. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got twin boys, and I swear to God, our relationship was nothing more than brushing up against the shoulders. I get it, dude. I'm serious. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I know, I can feel you. Having children is cool and everything, but it definitely takes a toll on a marriage and a relationship.
I never wanted anybody to get hurt or anything. I just wanted to find some different excitement, and that was the site that I found excitement on, and there's no other intention behind that.
So you're not out there looking for kids. It's just something that
I would just, and I guess it went to Verizon because I'd like to watch it again, and I'd do what's called a screen record, and I would record anything when I was on the Omegle, and it would just download automatically, I assume. And I never even knew they're on my cloud. I'm sure they're on there now. I just would have to delete everything, but I never would go out and hurt anybody. I would never go out and look for anybody. Again, I can't say that. I would hurt somebody if they ever tried to do anything to my daughter. So there was no ill.
Right. And that's why we're talking to you out here versus inside your home. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be respectful on you and trying to be, I'm not saying this is not your wife's business. You're an adult. We're having a conversation with you. You get where I'm coming from?
Yes,
we're not here sitting at your kitchen table so your wife knows that maybe at some point you stumble down a hole. That's why we're trying to respect, not going in there where she's like, what the hell is going on? You get it?
I appreciate that.
I would only assume that because you're saying that when having a kid, like I said, I can relate to you. Do you to these images? I mean, is that why it excites you? You wanted something that kind of just...
So to be honest, well, yes, that's why I'm on the Omegle, but it's not for the kids. It's honestly any woman that pops up on there that's real that wants to talk to me and stuff like that. And that's really where it gets exciting, is just having somebody want to interact with you again.
Mm-hmm. So how many files do you have on your phone?
I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure. It's every time I do it.
Oh, gotcha.
I just screen record or whatever.
So how often does your phone kind of get sucked up into the cloud? Do you have to force do it, or does it just
automatically does it?
Automatically?
Yeah.
I got Apple, but I don't
use any of mine. I'm not good with technology. My phone's all we have. I don't even have a computer.
Right.
Well, we do have a computer. We don't use it. It doesn't really work. It has our wedding pictures on there, and that's about it.
Gotcha. And how long do you feel like you've been doing this?
Since she was pregnant.
Okay, so for a couple of years?
Yes, sir.
I know it sucks, but we do appreciate you talking to us. What do you do for a living?
I'm a park ranger.
Oh, really? And then your wife?
She's a vet tech.
Gotcha. Is there any other sites that you go to, or is Omegle your go-to site?
That's all I use, sir. I don't know what else to say. I apologize. You're right. I fell down that rabbit hole, and I liked it. I liked the attention. I'm sorry. I feel so stupid.
Does your wife leave today, or is she home today?
I took off today to be with her. I got to go away for training for a week this Sunday.
Have you had this phone the whole entire time? That's a yes?
Yes, sorry. Sorry, I'm just in shock.
And there's nothing that we should be concerned about we call them live victims, live kids. This is always something that
it's never been anything more than the computer. Never. Okay. Ever. No, and there's no intention of it ever. It was never going to be more than the computer.
Right.
Like I said, especially with my daughter, I would never want somebody to do anything with my daughter, so I would never do that.
Not that I want you to view these, okay? I don't do that to people, okay? But what's the youngest that you look? I mean, I could sit here and pull it up just to
To be 100% honest with you, I don't know. I really don't know what they are.
But we can't say that they're under 18. I mean, because that would be safe to say, right? Yes.
Sometimes, yes, sir.
I mean, because that's the only reason that they give them to me.
I understand.
It's not, they don't give me this stuff to say, hey, I think it is, or it could be. It's like, hey, because it's all this technical, but it's like a fingerprint to an image or a file, and these are already known child files that are circulating every second of the day. It's sick. I mean, it is.
No, I understand. They get played on Omegle all the time, and
trust me, dude. I get slammed every day. I have Facebook. I have Twitter. I have all these different platforms.
Any of that stuff.
No, I'm just saying, people share this stuff. I mean, if you don't think it's shareable on a platform, it is. I mean, it's I don't know how they do it, but when you think that this one should be safe, next thing you know, I get a tip, and I'm like, I've never heard of this before. It's crazy. People find a way, unfortunately. But Omegle is definitely a top one to.
It never started that way, obviously. It's just, you're on there again. Sometimes you don't even know what what it is or how old or whatever, you know. And
Right.
but yes, there is people that share those videos, and no, I don't always turn away or click the next person on there.
Yeah. Lindsay, would you have anything?
Yeah, I do have just a couple follow-up questions, right? So obviously the videos that he's talking about, the known ones that were being shared, right?
Sir.
Omegle was also live contact, right? So not like in person, but I can FaceTime essentially with one person, right? You have that option there as well.
What is
Where it's
that
like a live conversation between two
yes,
people.
that's
right?
why I go on there. Yes.
Right. Do you ever have those live conversations with the girls that are under 18, or are you just conversating with other people that are sharing
So I
these
don't
videos?
really have much conversation. It's just a lot of, I'm embarrassed to say, it's just a lot of, let's just finish this. Yes,
Right.
sir. Yes.
It is what it is. We're
I
all
understand.
adults
I know,
here, right?
I know.
You're okay.
I just now feel.
And it's always with the pre-recorded videos in these instances, or?
Most of the time, it's the pre-recorded videos are on there quite often.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying earlier, it's any woman really that would give me any attention. That was primarily why I was seeking that site in general. I just wanted somebody to interact with me, and 9 times out of 10, nobody said age or anything like that, and it was just, hey, let's just finish this, you know.
Where's your cell phone at right now?
It's in my house.
Where in the house?
In the bedroom.
In the bedroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of cell phone was it?
That's where your wife is?
Yes.
Okay. I'm honest. I mean, if you have questions, I'm going to give you an honest answer.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
We do have a search warrant. You know, we didn't want to execute it. We wanted to say, you know what, let's talk to you out here. You know, let's not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I just got to give you my phone?
Well, you said you don't have a computer, right?
Well, I do have a computer. I can give you that too, but I've never used anything other than my phone.
Okay. What kind of computer?
An Asus.
So just a typical Windows operating system?
Yeah.
Like a laptop?
Any thumb drives? Anything that you've never transferred anything
No,
over?
I would never do. No, everything that I did was always on my phone and only on my phone. I never did anything else, never used anything else. Again, I never thought that I was doing, I knew it wasn't right, I just didn't know it was wrong like this, so I never...
I would say you would know that it would be illegal though, right?
Well,
looking at underage children?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
No, I know.
And the laptop, is it work related, a little bit of both, or is it
It's
just
pretty much
strictly...
nothing. We really don't use it. Like I said, it has our wedding pictures on there. We use it every so often, maybe print something out, but...
Does she use it, or is it kind of not even...
I mean, once in a while, we really don't use it.
So my wife's a recovering alcoholic, and she's relapsed 2 weeks ago. Don't listen to anything my mother-in-law has to say here.
Yeah, she wasn't here.
Tell her to get away.
Can you go wait somewhere where we're not standing right next to him?
Yes, I can. Nice that you have a partner. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
I see that you have a partner. I didn't realize it. I'm a little upset.
I understand. Thank you.
Fast forward to today. I'm at baseball for like 6 hours today. Come home, find a bottle of wine on the counter. She's yelling and screaming. I tried grabbing the rest of her plastic cup, and she jammed it into my face. I don't know if I'm bleeding, but it feels like I have a mark somewhere up here.
Yeah, you got a little blood up on your upper lip.
So I said this, I'm calling the cops.
Okay, fair enough.
She's on court supervision. She's not supposed to be drinking. She's in violation of her court supervision.
Okay.
And she's claiming that I've been hitting her, but there's nothing... She had 6 public safety guys holding her down. Just last Wednesday or Thursday. She was strapped to a bed.
What kind of cup did she shove in your face?
It's a plastic orange cup. Plastic orange cup.
Can I see it? You mind if I come in with you?
Yeah, for sure. Michael, stay downstairs, bud. I'll be done in a minute. So, found us in the garbage can. Get home. I'm at baseball with my son. He's downstairs. He's playing video games, watching movies. Grab this thing. No, she has this, and she jabs me in the face.
Yeah. Hold on.
And obviously, there's this whole mess. I said, that's it. I've been trying to avoid having to call the cops because she's on court supervision.
I got you.
We agreed to get separated, but she's like, her parents are so on a power trip because she's like freaking out about losing this house. And I was like, listen, we're going to dissolve the house. We're going to move on. I'm at baseball all day long. Come home. She's drinking again. And so then she pulled this, actually, it was sitting here full of wine. And when I tried grabbing it, I was like sitting here and we were like, and she went.
So the wine splashed all over you too, I'm assuming?
Yes. Okay. And kind of this way.
Alright. So she tried to hit you with like a... While you had the cup?
This had the cup. She had the cup. And I tried grabbing it, and then she just said it, and she spilt it all over me, which is kind of dry, but if you were to smell me, I smell like wine. And this way, hit me in the lip, and I was like, get away!
So I guess my question is, were you guys fighting over the cup, or did she intentionally shove the cup in your face?
Intentionally shoved it in my face.
Gotcha.
Well, actually, so I don't know how the terminology. I tried to grab it, and once she was like realizing that she couldn't drink it, she just said you and like tried to spill it on me, but I'm right here, and it hit my face And
So do you think that she tried to hit you with a cup, or do you think she was trying to splash the alcohol, or just give up and dump the cup?
I think she tried to dump it into my face as hard as possible.
All right.
Intentionally, possibly hitting me in the face. Who knows?
Okay.
But it did hit me in the face. I remember initially touching my face and having blood. I don't have blood now. I haven't looked in the mirror. But this has been like 2 weeks, and like she's been staying at her parents and then coming back during the day. She's walking around. She's begging me for booze. I have some video of her standing in the garage yesterday. She's like, "So what's going on with like?" She's like, "Give me a beer. Give me a beer." But then she's going to her parents' house and she's like, "Look at all these bruises on my arms." But literally, she had to be held down during the seizure. I mean, there has to be pictures or evidence. None of this is.
No, I mean, if it's bruised already, like,
Oh no,
she's already healing.
She had to be strapped down. She didn't be detained. She got strapped down ankles, arms. She was wiggling around so much that. And she goes to her parents' house and she's like, "Oh, he's hitting me. He's hitting me." And I'm like, "That's from." They tried 6 times to put an IV in your arm because you're so up, and not one, and you just had a seizure. And now her parents are like, "Oh, you must be hitting my daughter." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You know what?" And then my father-in-law didn't tell my mother-in-law why she was in the hospital until I told her yesterday. I was like, "Listen, she had a grand mal seizure on our back porch here because she tried with detoxing here in the house solo."
Okay, so after she hit you in the cup or the face with the cup.
I said this.
Yeah.
I've been putting this off for so long because I don't want my wife to go to jail. Actually, we've actually just talked about separating. But I don't need the mother of my child going to jail. But I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. All day long, she's pacing. She's begging for me for drinks. It's ridiculous. And now her parents rather.
I got you, man. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna get any easier.
No, it's not.
She's gotta want the help and want to actually get better.
Well, the funny thing is that she actually called. She's been in rehab 3 times or 4 times. The last time she AMA'd, just like this seizure, they wanted her to be there for 4 days. And a day and a half in, she AMA'd herself out. Calling me 10,000 times. They said I'm good to go. I'm like, there's no way you're good to go. And then I had the hospital calling me saying, "Listen, she's AMA'd, which is against medical advice, and if you don't come pick her up, we're going to make other arrangements for her to go to her home," which is... And I was like, well, I might as well come pick her up other than her walking home or having to pay for a $50 cab or something. So I picked her up. Same shit starts all over again.
Okay. All right, I'm going to talk to her, and I'll get back to you if I need anything, okay?